Bring it back.
Yeah, I haven't tried doing any streaming of that, so.
Yeah, I'm live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's On the Stick After Dark. My name is Joe Drilling, and I am starting a blind playthrough tonight of Tunic. I'm told that it's Legend of Zelda, but you're a fox boy instead of a
What if
elf
Fez was a
boy.
Zelda?
Yeah.
Oh, now see,
What
now
if,
you just dampened
what
my
if,
enthusiasm. People have been telling me it's good, but now you just compared it to Fez, which was a game that suffered tremendously from the hype cycle, and I ended up thinking actually it wasn't that good.
Well, this game hasn't had time to have a hype cycle, so
That,
just shut up and play it.
I mean, it was announced like 2 years ago, but, whatever, I guess. Anyways, this is Tunic. Game Pass. Also, the nice thing about this is it's on Game Pass, so I paid nothing for this game.
so stop looking that gift horse in its mouth and start playing.
If the number one place I ever want to look gift horses is in their mouth. Though you're a little fox boy who's been like washed up on a beach, so like Link's Awakening vibes, like right off the bat.
It's not that good.
Okay. Well, I also kind of didn't love. I need to play the remake of that game because I thought that the Game Boy version, the constant switching between items when you get to the later dungeons, was so frustrating that I actually never finished it. I got to like the second or third from last dungeon and just never really picked it up again.
Yeah.
I'm going to break with Kurt here and say that I have enjoyed this so far more than I have enjoyed Link's Awakening.
Well, Link's Awakening is one of my favorite Zeldas, so I'm not saying this is bad by any stretch.
Okay.
And also, this game is not pure Zelda,
No.
right? Because I am notably not a Zelda
I want to
guy,
be on the other side of that mailbox.
and this game has other influences, and I like the other influences.
I found a
But
stick.
hey, you found your inventory button, so that's good.
I did. Okay, I have a stick, and I can assign
You
it
have
to
a stick.
X, or
Yep.
A, or Y. Okay.
Yeah,
All of the above.
all of them.
Maybe not all at the same time.
No.
In fact,
How can I break-
literally not all at the
Yeah,
same time.
definitely. No, anytime you it switches. I don't have 3 sticks. I have 1 stick. So
Maybe you could find the knife and you could convert that 3 sticks into one stick into 3 sticks.
oh,
So
okay.
one of the
So I
things
can't
about this
read animal
game-
language. So I guess I'll learn that at some point. Maybe.
Only if you work at it.
All right. It's kind of like
Yeah, I don't get the impression that it's a freebie. I think you really have to literally decode it yourself.
You literally do
Okay.
have to decode it yourself.
Kind of Crusader of Senti vibes a little bit, except in that game, I guess. Right, the boy that you play as in that game, you lose the ability to speak with humans, and then you can only speak with the animals.
Yeah.
Like a Dr. Dolittle?
The animals. Let's talk dirty to the animals.
Okay, so left trigger is my lock on, it seems. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the things about this game is that it is intentionally very obtuse, and I don't feel like we can really tell you anything without it being a spoiler, kind of.
That's true. The developer I saw someone say that they intended this to feel like, you were a kid and had gone and rented a game
Without the instruction manual.
without, yeah, and just kind of had to figure out what the hell was going on and how it all works. Although you do have the instruction manual at some point.
Oh yeah, I've actually heard that there's a very cute instruction manual that you like pick up page by page or something.
It is
as you
extremely
go.
good.
It's extremely good, and it's not just cute. Let's say that.
Well, if it gets horrifying, I haven't found that part yet.
More that it is useful.
Right.
Sure. Just like in all those old games where there were no tutorials built into the game. 'cause
Yeah,
they
and then you
just
read the
expected
thing, and
you.
you're like, oh, in this area, I'm supposed to do this.
So the thing that I find consistently hilarious is that people younger than any of us. There was a time a few years ago, I feel like it was maybe 5 to 10 years ago, I guess, where I remember people finding out that you could continue in Super Mario Brothers,
Oh, yeah.
and they were acting like their mind was blown, like, oh, this trick that no one knew, and it's like, dude, it's literally in the instruction manual.
Is it in the instruction manual?
Yes, it's in the instruction manual.
Oh, I thought it was a Nintendo Power thing.
I mean, I'm sure it was also in Nintendo Power, but it was definitely in the. I'm almost positive. You hold A and hit start. What are you talking about?
I've never done that.
You should do that, Alex.
You should play Super Mario Brothers. Have you considered?
Don't die.
Have you considered playing Super Mario Brothers?
I haven't in
Submitted
a
for your
while,
approval.
but I
It's
could.
pretty good.
A
Yeah.
plumber wishes to save a
I
princess.
have beaten it several times. I just didn't know you could die and then keep going. You know what I mean?
I will stand for Super Mario Bros. 1, by the way. I think that game is good, and I don't think that the sequels replace it.
I would agree with that.
I mean, all of them are good.
They are not
Not-
the
not
lost
two.
levels. Yeah,
2 is not the actual 2.
No, America 2 is great.
American 2 is great.
You
American
What did I?
Two.
What happened when I? Oh, the
prefer your
day.
balls unkicked? Is that what you're saying?
Well, clearly history has shown that that's not the case, Kurt. But
I was going to say, yeah, but what about Kaizo?
yeah, Kaizo's like that if it was good, though.
I'm assuming that's a bonfire. That's a save point.
It seems that way. I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't-
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing is this is also a Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Looks like one.
Legend of Zelda
There's
Soul.
a green bar, and when you do stuff, it goes down. Therefore,
It-
it's Dark Souls.
It really, really is.
It's you got your stamina.
Hey, it's the instruction manual.
It's
Ah.
part of the instruction.
Right. Yes.
Don't judge your hopes up, dude.
Oh,
It's
that is
page-
super
It's
adorable. I like
page
that.
10. Yeah,
Oh, it's a good ass instruction manual.
Everything.
I wish I had all of
they
those.
entire.
very
a little fox
clearly-
dude like in the corner going, "Hey, look at this."
They very clearly had
That's-
read through the Nintendo like original Zelda instruction manual many
Yeah.
times. which-
Although there's too much stuff on any of these pages for an actual NES instruction manual.
I don't know, man.
Some of
Have
the
you
some
seen
of the
that
ones were pretty
recently?
busy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those books are small.
they were, but there was
Wait,
a lot of shit on
Joe,
those
go back to the
pages.
manual. Go outside. and
Do
then
I
go
have
back.
my NES stuff here? No, I
Well,
don't.
once
Never
you're
mind.
safe,
Okay.
and then move the stick so that the manual. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, move the stick to the side once you get to the edge of the manual, and you can see the screen behind you, all pixelated, as if you were playing for real and were holding up the manual and looking at it and going,
No, I never really noticed that.
Let me hang on a second. Since I have my camera on, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab the Super Mario.
Get the Zelda one too.
I would love to see the page that tells you how to continue.
Get the Zelda 2 one also with all the fucking cool ass art.
I mean, I think that's a lot of this is based on that kind of stuff, right? Look at that dude with the sword.
"Yeah, the dude is
That's
great."
that's
Oh,
a
this
very
is-
Zelda instruction
I don't.
There's a
manual.
I don't
Zelda-
have the Zelda 2 one, but I grabbed my Super Mario Brothers Duck
Whatever,
Hunt
man.
and my Mario 3 manuals. So let's just for the sake of argument, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not. This one isn't color, the Mario Duck Hunt one, but it has like a bunch of this neat hand drawn pixel style art of like all the enemies.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Bowser, King of the Koopas.
Which Mario is that?
This is the first one. Super Mario Bros.
Okay.
Secret Tricks. There's even a section for secret tricks.
Mario 3 is definitely in color. Well, I think it's in color.
Yeah, I remember that.
My
instruction manual.
recollection
Damn.
is that it's in color, which could be wrong, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe it's not in the. Let's see here. Each coin you grab is worth 200 points. You can get extra lives. There's several ways to get an extra Mario. Try them out for yourself. Maybe the continue wasn't in the instruction manual. Unless it's
I
in the
thought that
front.
was I thought that was an
Yeah.
actual secret, but that everyone knew because Nintendo Power and literally every human being of that age had that game.
Well,
Maybe
right,
Joe's
yeah.
a liar. Yeah, maybe Joe's a liar. You're right. Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds unlikely.
Yeah.
We talked about this before, but like in my age group, every single person had an NES, and then no one had a Super Nintendo. And I don't think that's the same for all you guys, but like I was like one of the only people that I knew who got the Super Nintendo, and everybody else fell off the wagon after the NES. But you could not go into a house in like the late '80s with a kid in it and not find an NES.
So here's the diagram of Mario turning into all the power-ups, which is pretty neat. So again, this one isn't full color, so I guess this particular manual is not exactly like the Tunic manual. But
This reminds me, is there a term for the fake pixel art that you would see on like black box NES games, or like I remember having a calendar when I was a kid that had like a bunch of
Yeah, I had a bunch of those calendars too.
like it's pixel art, but it's not the pixel art that's in
No.
the game.
See, but the Super Mario 3 manual, this is not that dissimilar from the Super Mario 3 manual. Like look at this stuff. Look at
the
what
cutesy style.
look at what we're getting here. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
full
Bowser.
color illustration of all the Koopa kids.
The Zelda manual had a lot of stuff like that too.
Yeah.
And then there's even like the same thing. Like there's Morton Koopa with the word bubble explaining. You know, what is he explaining?
All right, everybody.
Grr, you're pretty tricky. Yes, hi Eric. So this, I think this is in line with, and then like what I was just looking at the. Oh, that's the wrong book. There we go. Like the screen
guess I was just
diagram
wondering if-
feels pretty. I'm trying to see if there's a screen diagram in this Super Mario 3. But anyways, I think my point stands. This feels pretty accurate to an NES. To an NES manual for me. Like all the enemy, they're not fake pixel art in this one. This one, they're all the enemies have like illustrations and stuff.
All right, no further questions, Your
So-
Honor.
Anyways, I like it. I'm into it. So,
Yeah. Good.
all right, what was I doing? Okay, so I can climb that ladder up, or I can.
You got a-
climb
you
this
got a
ladder
stick.
down. I got a stick.
You got to
That's the highlight of your day so far. is
feel
you
like
got a
and
stick.
you're on it.
That's right. It's true.
Oh,
And Eric's here now too. So
I am here.
That's the highlight of my day so far.
Also,
Kinda quiet.
yay.
I think that like didn't the NES sell like a third more than the Super Nintendo, so it's not that
yeah,
surprising.
it
is
did.
it?
I
Yeah,
just
that
wonder
sounds
if it's
about
like-
right.
It's like,
Like a microcosm of where I lived or something, but it was just unreal how no one in my age group went on to the Super Nintendo.
yeah.
And then, like a decade and a half later or something, history repeated itself with the Wii, and then not the Wii, and then even less so with the Wii U. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the difference is the Super Nintendo was better than the Nintendo.
Them's fighting words amongst like certain people.
Wii U is better than the Wii because it does literally everything the Wii does. And then
That
also
doesn't play
more
GameCube
stuff.
games.
So
That is
but who
technically
wants to do
true.
that?
I mean, there's some pretty good GameCube games out there. Just
The
saying.
Wii U
I'll
is
take it-
better than the Wii because fucking Super Mario, whatever it's called, the one with the bells, that shit's good.
That's a
World?
Switch game, Alex. Didn't you hear?
That's on Switch
Is it?
now.
No, it's not Super Mario World. What the fuck's the name of that one? 3D
Yeah,
World.
Super Mario
can't play
3D
Mario.
World. Yes.
That's why my brain. I was like, my brain won't let go of the fact that it's called
Yeah,
World.
I mean-
Why? I'm like,
There was
oh,
a
right.
bunch of good games on Wii U that are now.
Yeah.
That almost all of them are now. on
Almost all
Switch.
of them are now.
The
on
only
Switch.
one that I can think
Zack
of
and
off the
Wiki
top
is
of my
another.
head. Zack and
Also,
Wiki was a
no,
Wii game.
Wii U.
Oh, you said Wii U games. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Now, because Wii
There's
games
like
are
very
different.
few good Wii games. Come
Although
on.
Zack and
Yeah.
Wiki would make a fine Switch game.
It would make a
That's
fine
true.
You
Switch
would
game.
have to
Yeah.
play with the
Yeah.
Joy-Cons disconnected, but
Yeah. There was something I thought of when I was talking to somebody a few months ago that I now can't remember.
So the one
Yeah,
that
I was all-
the one that
Hadn't yet come out.
the one for me that sticks in my craw that I wish they would port is the NES Remix 1 and 2 are not on Switch for some reason. Those games are so good. They should definitely be on Switch. I don't know why they're
Ah,
not.
well,
I don't know.
ask
Those
Nintendo to
games-
make sense sometimes. See how that goes for you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was going to
Games
counter
are good.
Alex's sweeping generalization with like, of course there's a bunch of good games on the Wii, but actually now that I think about it, the proportion of good games on the Wii's got to be one of the worst of any console I can think of.
Well,
There's lots
yeah.
of hey, it's a PS2 game, but now with waggle controls. It's
Honestly,
like, great.
honestly, the Wii has like one of the worst libraries of games.
if you're talking about by
Even if
by
you're just
volume,
picking- even if you're just picking and choosing the best ones, it's still pretty weak.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
It has like
There's-
the shittiest Zelda game. The only two games on it that are
Ugh.
really like outstanding are the two
That's
Mario
terrible.
Galaxy games.
yeah,
They're
that's
great.
true.
Those are great. It does have it, but it also
like,
has a
the
good
worst
Zelda game,
Mario
and
Kart
it has the
and
shittiest
a
Zelda
terrible-
and also a good
And
Zelda.
a terrible Paper Mario game.
No, Twilight Princess is. What other
Yes.
Zelda game are you thinking about?
The shitty one.
Skyward Sword?
Skyward
Oh,
Yes.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yes.
Yeah, that game
Yeah,
sucks.
and
ass.
Twilight
Never mind.
Princess is like
I'm mad at you now
one
for
of the
reminding me it
mediocre
existed.
Zelda games.
I like Twilight Princess quite a bit, so although I haven't
Well,
played it
it's
since like
fine.
the day I got my Wii, so or not the day, but like
Yeah.
you know,
Since the day you finished it.
since the day I finished it on my
you
original
were-
Wii, which was in November of
when-
2006. So
When you were looking out your launch window.
I
Yes.
booted it up in an emulator when the release came out a few years ago, and I still couldn't get into it.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
like it's fine. Whatever.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
But the Wii also has like, I mean, Mad World was a lot of fun. I like the first two No More Heroes games, which I mean,
Yeah,
those
Number
are
Heroes one's pretty good.
those
But
are
I mean,
also
Yeah,
now
House
on
of the Dead
Switch.
Overkill.
House of the Dead Overkill.
right. But if that's your like top,
Yeah.
if that's in your top 10,
Yeah, it's not the
Exactly.
greatest.
yeah.
It's like,
And
no,
consider-
dude, the Wii was awesome. Remember Mad World?
I mean,
It's like,
and then
what?
Wii U, like a lot of its best games are like ports of. It's like it has a really good version of Resident Evil 4.
Yes,
Great.
it has the best version of Resident Evil 4. In fact, I
Moment
would
of
say.
safety.
I actually, I guess I don't know how Alex feels. He's our resident fighting game nerd now, especially now that Maddie doesn't hang out on the stream anymore. But I like Capcom versus Tatsunoko. It's like weird, but I like it, and it's never been ported to anything else.
Was that not an arcade game?
There was an arcade version of it, but the version on Wii has like 5 more characters or something crazy like that. And has like some balancing changes.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm probably being too mean to the Wii because there are a lot of good games.
Also,
It's
the
got some good
WarioWare on that system is good. WarioWare.
Rhythm Heaven.
yeah,
Rhythm Heaven
right.
remake is fantastic.
Yeah.
It definitely has some good games, but for a system that had such an enormous library of software,
Yeah.
the proportion of hits to misses
the signal
is
noise
quite poor.
ratio is
Oh, the
garbage.
the new Punch Out is good.
I would try that again. I only played that a little while. I rented it and thought it was way too hard, but I kind of want to give it another shot. Unfortunately, not available on anything.
That's a game that should be on.
Punch Out.
Punch Out just feels like something that should be on Switch too. Like that should have
Yeah.
gotten a re-release.
Excuse me, Joe, but how are you going to maintain balance board support?
Well, you just have to toss that out. You know what? That was fun for a novelty, but after you get past like the 3rd or 4th match, the game basically becomes impossible if you're trying to play it like on the balance board with motion controls. But I did appreciate that they put it in
Zallard
there.
has beaten it blindfolded with the balance board.
Probably. I don't know who the.
Did they put the 2 Donkey Kong Country Returns games out on Switch?
Tropical Freeze for sure because it had new funky mode.
Yes, that's right.
New Funk City.
All right, I
I'm
just
debating whether I'm going to play that game
I-
eventually. 'Cause I never enjoyed Donkey Kong Country before, but everyone says that one's like the best by a pretty big margin.
Yeah,
I
think-
thought it was
I mean,
extremely okay. I streamed it
Yeah.
at one point when I got my Switch. Not long after I got my Switch.
The Returns one is also pretty good. I mean, I don't whatever. I like Donkey Kong Country 2 fine.
Donkey Kong Country 2 is fine. I would agree with that assessment.
They're all fine. I just don't want to play any of them.
No, Donkey Kong.
They're not all fine. I was say Donkey Kong Country 3 is fucking garbage.
Okay, I never even played that one. I don't think.
What else is on the
Dr. Fox Mom.
Oh, actually, the Wii had there's a Batman game on the Wii that
right.
that was by WayForward. That's like a super fun beat 'em up thing. That's based on the Brave and the Bold cartoon that I had a lot of fun
Oh.
with.
I mean, I guess if you count WiiWare, there were those the Contra Gradius and
It's the Castlevania one is the best one.
is it?
I don't know. Never got to
Speaking
play
of
it.
games that should be available
Yeah,
somewhere,
No kidding.
Why can
God.
you buy the Hunchback of Notre Dame game for the Game Boy on the fucking Steam, but you can't buy like that Castlevania game anywhere? Like why didn't it get
Rebirth.
thrown into a
Castlevania: The Adventure
collection?
Rebirth.
Right, we have all those collections.
Well, it was the Rebirth series, right?
Yes, right. All 3 of them are Rebirth. Yes.
Didn't bother.
I found my corpse
Look,
and therefore
there's a
my
pretty fun
money.
game on the Wii where you get to play as like.
Okay, I keep trying to use this item with Y, and then I get killed before he does anything with the item. So I haven't figured out if it's a bomb or if it's a what.
What's that called?
Your face is over the item, so I can't see what it is.
Oh,
It's it's like a little It's like a little squeaky. It looks like a little dog chew toy shaped like the fox's head, kinda, or like if Kirby ate the fox.
Oh,
Well, the fact is, the game doesn't tell you what the items do, so you just got to try it and
Right.
see.
But I only have one of
Uh,
them, so
Well, then
No,
make
I'll-
it count.
How far into this game are people, other than Joe, obviously?
I was gonna say I'm right at the
we
beginning.
were talking about it a little bit before we started. So I said I've rung the east and west bells and done
And I'm a
bit
little
more,
farther
and-
than that.
And Mike is a little farther than me.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are both about where I am then. I don't. The
I'm
more
sorry.
I-
What'd you say?
I said you guys are. Sorry, my voice is all fucked up. I feel like garbage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know it sucks. You guys are both about where I am, and I definitely like. There's been a pretty precipitous drop off in my enjoyment of this game the further into it I've gotten.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because I did not have that.
First I loved it, and then the more I played of it, the less and less I like it.
You see, I went the other way. I
did.
played it for like an hour and a half, and I almost would have given up on it if it wasn't for the fact that I was playing it with my son, and he was kind of interested. And I didn't start really getting into it until a little later, as I started to figure things out a bit.
Yeah. Well, once I figured out that it was just like the whole game is just the game is withholding information from you, that's when I lost interest in it, because it's kind of not. It's not like that good of a Zelda game, and it's just like I'm gonna just like walk along this wall, and there'll probably be a hidden thing in here that will tell me how to like level up, for instance. But it's just I don't know. I didn't really get a
What
lot out of
the fuck?
finding the instruction manual sheets that told me how to play the game. Just got lots of
Okay.
excitement.
Hey, that item doesn't help you
Okay. Thank
in
you.
this case.
Thank you.
It's just funny, Eric, because I went into this knowing that it was a game that tells you nothing, and that was kind of its purpose.
Well, that's
And so I didn't enjoy it at first, just because I found it was really unforgiving. You may have noticed Joe's died a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually found that got a lot better after about an hour and a half once I started to understand more how it works and learn how learn some of the skills and things that you have in the game. So I'm actually mostly enjoying it right now. I have one kind of frustration, but that I don't really even want to bring up. I would just say there's an important thing that I know that I need to have and I don't have it, and it's kind of frustrating me.
I was going to ask if it was Golden Cross related. But,
I don't think so.
okay.
Oh well, maybe it is.
I have
actually.
that.
Maybe it is actually.
We'll talk more.
I know about that. and
Yeah,
it-
but the thing
quite
is, I don't
good.
actually want to spoil myself
Yeah.
either. So, like, I don't even want to talk about the later stuff in this game. I just,
Yeah.
thought it would be cool to show it off.
It's cool. It's a cool game, but
I will say I've gotten to a boss fight that I think is pretty neat. That I don't think I know Kurt has not gotten that far yet.
I have not seen another boss since
I've
the
done two
second bell.
bosses. I don't know. Like I said, it kind of pieced out after a while.
Well, I'm gonna stick
End
with
up
it for a
like-
while just because right now my son is interested. So,
That's cool.
but personally, I'm into it enough to at least keep going.
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely a cool thing.
I mean, I won't lie. Like, I love the aesthetics as well. Like, I think
Yeah,
it does some really cool stuff, especially like when you're indoors with like lighting and stuff.
Yeah,
Plus, it sounds vaguely like Fez. Sounds
Hey,
and looks
a
vaguely
sword.
Like Fez.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely leaning.
Yeah,
heavily
having a
toward
sword is a good thing.
Zelda and Fez for its aesthetic and
I'll take S words
Oh,
for
yeah.
500.
Should probably
Now
equip
you-
the sword.
Now you're really playing the Zelda-ish thing. You're starting to cut grass.
That's right.
but also then Norco happened, and I had to play through all that, which was way more my speed. So
Yeah. How is that? What is that?
oh, I
actually?
thought it was fantastic. I don't
he
know.
commented that it was great in the thread. So.
I don't know that anybody. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's basically like a first-person adventure game.
Oh, it's first person.
It's like a first-person point-and-click adventure game with some really great pixel art and a really nice aesthetic. It's all set in Norco, which is kind of like a future, like slight future dystopian city in Louisiana, which is like a refinery town. which I don't know.
Oh, that's right. You kind of compared it
some of
to.
those weird refinery towns in like Louisiana or Alabama along the coast, but like it definitely nails that dingy ass gross feeling of being in one of those places.
Yeah, you kind of compared it to Kentucky Route Zero in the thread, right?
Yeah,
that's the one you were
Kentucky Route
talking
Zero
about.
and Disco Elysium are definitely like the closest. Although this is, it's similar to those games that it has a very strong sense of place, and it uses that to like play with your expectations and like be kind of. It's like you play a character that's returning to this town after like being kind of like a wandering vagrant for several years, and then your mom dies and you go back. And there's like some mystery around what happened, and your brother has disappeared, and so you're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. And so like this is a place that is familiar, but like whatever. I hate to say David Lynch kind of thing, but it's kind of like it borrows that kind of eerie feeling. But actually, what it has more in common with, and the thing that really got me excited, is that it's got some like a lot of the thematic stuff that it's playing with is more like a David Cronenberg movie.
Do you turn into? Is there a vagina where there shouldn't be at any point in this?
Get as grotesque as David Cronenberg, but it's definitely
try locking on when there's nobody there.
Yeah, camera tilts up.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'd seen that. I hadn't seen you do it. That can be useful for finding stuff.
Yeah. But anyways, it's definitely worth checking out if you're at all interested in interesting and well written and sort of
all of the things you were saying
sci-fi
are relevant to my interests. So.
I actually need to go back and finish Kentucky Route Zero because I think I got through the first 2 or 3 episodes, and then wherever I left off wasn't out yet, and then I never went back and finished it after it came out.
You got up to third floor bears, and then
because it's first person, and because of the way the getting around is, it's like moves way faster.
Oh fuck!
That would be good for me because I think I was not super into the pacing of Kentucky Route Zero.
Huh? So that's interesting.
A little too meditative.
I thought it wasn't going to let me keep my sword, and I'd have to go back and do all of that stuff again.
No,
but
no, it's a Dark Souls.
Death Soul, the death system's right at Dark Souls.
And it's actually not that punishing. You don't lose like all your money or any of that shit.
I think you only lose $20.
It's $20, yeah.
So,
I mean, hey, $20 is $20, but
yeah, it is Dark Soulsy, and the progress you make and switches you flip and all that shit keep going.
Got it.
Otherwise, you want to murder yourself.
But yeah, I would definitely throw Norco into that group of like modern adventure games that are doing really exciting things within that space and kind of rejuvenating that genre, though.
Did you guys hear about the new Monkey Island from Ron Gilbert?
Talk about things that probably aren't exciting and rejuvenating, but it might be okay. I don't know.
I mean, people like Kurt, you really like Thimbleweed Park a lot, didn't you?
Thimbleweed Park, yeah. That was good.
That's.
I'm not like Monkey Island fan #1, so like I'm very happy for the people who are excited for this, but it doesn't mean much to me that all right, he's coming back, but I didn't play any of the interim Monkey Island games, so.
Yeah. I also, I don't know if you guys saw, but the news broke today that Remedy is remaking Max Payne 1 and 2. Which
I saw you mentioning that.
Yeah, I'm all for it, because I think Remedy now actually makes better games than Remedy did then, so I feel like there'll be an improvement.
That's pretty fun. I don't know that you... I'd rather just
Max Payne 1 and 2 were probably their best early games.
Oh, yeah. I mean, until Control came out, I would say that they were probably easily their best games.
Yeah, I agree with that. Max Payne 1 and 2 played really well, even at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of time playing Max Payne 1.
Yeah.
I got very good at Max Payne 1 at one point.
It's a very fun game. That I can put those games in the like Resident Evil 4 realm, where they're just like the mechanics are kind of good enough to kind of stand
to hold up, despite the fact that maybe they've aged visually or whatever, or like the storytelling is kind of weird.
Listen, how can you say that when all of the storytelling consists of
what's his face making
Sam Lake with that face.
Sam Lake.
Yeah, sorry, I'm coughing because I was laughing, but yeah, Sam Lake with this thing, and
Honestly, if it wasn't for the drug dream levels, I would say it'd still hold up very well.
Yeah.
Those are intolerable.
I mean,
They were intolerable when the game was new, though. So
I don't know.
Do drugs,
kinda like 'em.
kids.
I kind of like them. They're short enough that they didn't.
they are
overstay.
not short enough. They're too long. They sucked.
What is this?
Like
Max
Max
Payne.
Payne.
Oh.
There's like 2
okay.
or 3 flashback dream levels where you just have to run along a line in the sky, basically, and if you fall off the line, you die, and it
Yeah, I
sucks.
remember
They were
that.
also very novel back when that game was new, even years after that game came out. But I mean, yeah, that's something that obviously, like Control, they've done that a lot better in the time since then. But I'd rather have them make something new. Like in the same way, I was kind
Yeah.
of disappointed that they were returning to Alan Wake. I'm kind of disappointed that they're.
Right.
It's because like they're always
Especially
at
because
their
Control
best.
was so great. It's like,
Right,
clearly
yeah.
you guys have like good new ideas, so
Maybe that was their last one, Mike. That was their last good new idea.
I don't know. Maybe they'll
well,
do something.
hell of a thing to
Also,
go out on.
It didn't hurt that like the Alan Wake DLC in Control is kind of like a I don't know B+ at best.
I still haven't played any of the.
I mean,
Neither have I, but speaking
never
of
really
Control
got
and
back.
playing Control again, maybe I will have a good reason to go back and play Control soon, because I'm thinking I might be buying myself a graphics card in the near future.
Oh,
Because I've been keeping an eye on the stocks of the 3000 series graphics card, and they are much, much healthier than they have been for the last 2 years, basically, or a year and a half. However long it's been since they came out. They have not been in stock the whole time, and now they're starting to be.
okay.
And the prices are still a little inflated, but they are in free fall. Like, I don't expect them to go like below
Not
MSRP,
2
but
to 3 times
Came
what
up.
they were before.
oh no, the markup at this point is like 10%.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I mean,
You missed a prompt that came up.
I missed a prompt that came up.
Yeah.
No, you're out of order.
Where did? Yeah, this whole cart's out of order. Where did it come up?
By the bell.
yeah.
Back by the bell. Okay.
Oh, we do have a comment from one Maddie. He says Fox, accurate.
It's true.
Accurate. Yep.
I spoke her name and she showed up. It must have been.
Hey,
Her ears were buzzing when I mentioned her.
Boxes are cool.
yep.
There you go.
Anyway, I've been watching a lot of store websites, and I'm getting very excited to spend a lot of money on a graphics card.
How? What are they? What is MSRP on the 3000s?
Oh, you got a PlayStation 5, so you wouldn't get a graphics card.
Yeah, I thought that too, and then it turns out I don't want to play PlayStation games all that much. And the thing about getting a new graphics card is that it makes every game I have better.
True. Although
And,
Control is on PlayStation.
I'm gonna say
No,
the
but I
Ultimate
already-
Edition of Control is on.
You don't know what we're talking about. You just showed up and saw a Fox. Well, Maddie, you've never seen this. This is Tunic. Came out like 2 weeks ago. Some people love it a lot. So far, I think it's neat.
It's definitely neat.
Definitely neat. It's surprisingly difficult for a game that looks this adorable.
It's what if Zelda was a Dark Souls was Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah.
To me,
Fez.
it's like
Fez,
the
not
great-
Hyper Light Drifter.
There's
Okay.
Why are you not playing this right now, Alex?
Because
There's
I'm playing
not a-
Elden Ring still.
there's not
Oh my
enough.
God,
data.
you're not done
Next
Elden
on
Ring?
the agenda.
You
What's
never
that?
finish Elden Ring.
That-
Elden Ring
I'm
just
taking my
Elden
time with
Ring
it.
finishes
I'm also
you.
I would say
like,
Elden Ring
over-
decides when it's finished with you. Hey, a map.
spending I'm basically also like, okay, I'm taking my time with it, I'm not rushing, and also I'm well over 120 hours.
I was gonna say,
so
great. You played 120
a
hours
long
in
game
a month.
if you're
so-
doing everything, which I am.
I didn't assume that you'd played 120 hours a day for the last month and a half by how much you talk about it.
I mean, it's really good. It's not
Yeah, it's
perfect.
I'll,
but
I-
it's really
I'll
good.
get to it in a bit.
It's all
No.
right.
It's
Yeah.
on my
Oh,
it's on my
Eric's
Steam
being
wish list.
cynical now?
It's once it drops
Why
down.
are you gonna play it?
Huh?
Why are you gonna play it? You're not gonna play it. Don't play it. Come on.
Don't play
Be
it.
realistic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I shouldn't
It's
play it,
not
huh?
a-
So it's not
It's
good,
a
is what you're
Joe
saying.
Game. No, it's
Well,
excellent.
no,
It's
but
not
you
a
don't.
Joe game.
You tend to not like those games, and you don't play a lot of big open world RPGs either. So.
Yeah. It's
Also
not a
true.
Joe game. There's no reason. Don't bother. I would say.
I feel like
Well,
I've
until
seen a
it
lot
comes
of
out,
people who
I would
said
say
that's
it
what I'm
comes
saying. I
out,
said it's on.
it's
Well, that's
not.
what I started saying before Alex so rudely interrupted me. Was that it's on my Steam wish list and I'm waiting for a sale, like a big sale. I mean, I'd probably.
Like the kind you would put on a boat. Or...
Yes,
Not a spinnaker,
yes,
but
exactly. I mean, I've seen a lot of people who say they don't like Souls games even more than I don't like Souls games. They do like Elden Ring, so
Yeah, I think. Well, I think there's a lot of people
that
that
falls
just.
off.
There's a lot of people
That's
that
too
just
much.
didn't give the Souls games that heard like secondhand information about Souls games and never really gave them a shot.
That's
And
true.
I also
too.
think there's a lot of people who started with them in the PlayStation and Xbox era where the camera was like extremely shitty and the frame rates were kind of unbelievably bad and made like those games like 10 times worse than they were.
I mean, are we talking about King's Field? Is that like
No, I'm talking about Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 and 2 on the Xbox 360 and the
oh, on the
PlayStation.
360, PlayStation
Yeah.
3? Okay.
Which is where most people play those games because the
Right.
PC
Well,
port
right.
came out later, didn't it?
Well, way
I mean,
later.
that's-
Well,
I
years
didn't-
later,
I
wasn't
didn't
it?
I didn't finish Dark Souls on the Xbox 360 specifically because the camera.
Because
and
Blight
the-
Town was so bad.
I mean, I barely even got there. It was so rough. Like even just like the like that bridge where the dragon's tail is.
There's
on,
the bell,
game
just go ring that bell.
miserable.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm just gonna go ring
Yeah,
the
just go
bell.
over there and do it.
Bell, and you're good to go. That's all you need to do.
I think it was a year later. Sorry, I was eating food.
What's
so That's
that?
why
The
the
PC
PC version, because I played it in early 2013 and it had been out for a minute.
You talking about
And
Dark Souls?
Yeah,
Dude, Dark Souls came out in 2011.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It was like a year later, and then a little after that, I got the PC version. Something like that. It wasn't that long after, because Joe was like
It was
years.
about a year after. Yeah. it was
Yeah,
about
that's
a
what
year.
I'm saying.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was more than I thought it was longer than that.
No, that's
No.
I don't know exactly how long it
It
was,
was a
but I
few.
know
It was a
out
few
by early
months. It was a few
2013,
months
so.
until the fan patch came out that made it good, though.
That's
Yes,
true, but
fix.
when I played it,
Yeah.
that was out, and I did
Yeah.
that, and it was great. It was a life-changing experience.
It's a pretty good game, yeah.
Well, it's really good.
Quite
One of
good.
the single most important fan patches for a game ever.
Yeah, the patch is extremely good.
Two of my favorite games of the last generation, Dark Souls and Nier, both had
Saved by a
fan
fan
patches
patch.
that saved them and made them playable.
So I have heard about Elden Ring that people seem to love it at first, and then a lot of people don't seem to think the second half of the game is as good as the first.
I mean, it's not even the second half. It doesn't really drop off until you get like over 100 hours in. Like it's the thing most people complain about is the bosses in the back half. But it's not like Dark Souls where it's like there's a hard split. It's like you can spend like 100 hours exploring that thing and hardly ever interact with any of that stuff, and then when it comes time to do the last 20 hours or whatever is where people tend to
Well, I'm willing to give it a chance, and if it takes 100 hours to get bad, then hopefully I will enjoy the first 100 hours.
I mean, I stopped playing about 65 hours in, but I think it's great. So
The problem with the game is that like you hit a point where there's still a bunch of stuff you can do off the critical path, but it kind of like all the rewards you get. There's stuff you get, but it's like if it's not relevant to what you're doing, then it kind of just like doesn't feel good to do. It's just like the game is like the game's biggest problem is that it is as big as it is. It's like like so you're just like, man, I've been playing this for like 108 hours and like I'm nowhere near the end, and that's just like a bad feeling.
right, I don't even know where the end might be.
I mean,
Exactly. Then
do
you
you
start-
have to play
once
for
you-
108 hours to be nowhere near the end?
So that's the thing. The thing that's crazy about it is that the actual structure of the game, what you're required to do, is like very minimal. Like you, excuse me.
Yeah, it's not quite Breath of the Wild minimal, but
It's not quite Breath of the Wild minimal, but it's actually pretty close.
Well,
Like,
Breath of the
you
Wild is like
immediately-
nothing, right? You can go right to Calamity
You can go right
Ganon
to the
if you
final
want
boss,
to.
yeah.
We gotta do the
this
first
is
four
like-
first shrines.
You have to beat 2 bosses and then go to a specific area and that opens up this one area. You beat that area, then that opens up another area. You beat another boss, and then you can go to the end, and that's it. And it's like, so it's what, like 5 bosses, I think, or like.
So you got to do like
required,
10% of the game to finish it, basically.
Kind of, yeah.
Not
It's like it's
even,
very
it's not
minimal, but
even
you
that
don't know
much.
that like the first. Well, I guess you know it now because I told you.
Right.
But
I mean, you could glean that, but the skill gap, like in the level gap between you and those near end bosses, would be so like borderline impossible if you hadn't spent hundreds of hours practicing the game. Then it just, you know what I mean? It might as well be unapproachable.
not as much as you might think, honestly.
Come on, man. Think about how hard the tree knight is. That's right near the beginning, and that thing's only like 30
That
levels
fucking
higher
guy.
than you. Right.
I'm saying like the game gives you a ton of levels, like a ton. Like people are finishing the game at like levels 170, 180, just like fucking wild shit, and they're not even grinding. Like
I know, but I'm at level like 70, and I played 65 hours.
right, but that's what I'm
And
saying is
and
like
I'm still like hopelessly underleveled for that end game content.
not as much as you might think. That's what I'm saying. Is
No,
like
for me, I am, is what I'm saying, and for most people, that's hopelessly underleveled. Like,
And that you've tried some of that stuff and you're finding it way too hard, or
yeah,
The way
yeah,
the
yeah,
stack
yeah. I've
cap-
tried. I know how to get into one of the second to last areas, and I tried a few times, but it was just like I was just getting killed in one hit by a guy that was guarding it. So I was like,
you were just smashing some piggy banks there, Joe? Did I see correctly?
I smashed a piggy bank. Yes.
I see. I think you got more money out of that than I did. I wonder if it's randomized.
it fell apart.
but yeah, I mean, the people that are ridiculously good at those games are gonna
Jesus.
speedrun it in like 45 minutes or whatever.
I know
Oh,
what
yeah, it's
happened,
like
and I
already
haven't seen
happened.
Well,
it
there's
yet.
already a speed run in under half an hour, I think.
Yeah, fuck those guys, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah, but you want that key.
Yeah,
You do
right.
want that
I
key,
that
but
key.
also fuck those guys.
But there's
Oh,
more
you know,
than
I
one
haven't-
way
I
to
ha-
skin a cat, so we'll.
I
There
still
is.
have not actually beaten that big shield. I should go back and fight that guy.
Oh really?
Yeah, go whoop his ass, Mike. I'm going.
That's
the
because I
wrong
have a
way.
very
This
difficult.
is-
I have a very demanding audience that does not like it when I die over and over again.
I mean, you could play
I
the
can't-
game when he's not around, hypothetically.
I could, but I haven't yet.
I needed that.
But at this point,
Then he'll
I
be sad. Because you'll have
at
done
this point, I
something
probably have
stupid.
much better odds of winning that fight than I used to.
What were you gonna
For
say, Eric?
reasons.
I said I needed that key, so that guy had to die.
Yes, 100%. I was like, that door, I need to open it.
Be right back.
And there is the key. I need it.
I didn't. It's just I didn't see it. I think I would have gone for it if I'd noticed that it was there.
You were fixated on the dude with the giant fucking spear.
No, no.
I was mostly fixated on avoiding him. 'cause
Right
he looked
bumper.
scary.
Right bumper. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean that's if you're gonna play more of this, Joe, you really need to
Drink your Estus, Joe.
spend a lot of time like reading up on the menu or reading through the instruction manual.
Got him, Mike.
Good job.
Yep. that's
Nice.
how I
Something
did.
tells me that this is.
That's how it
When,
happens.
when in doubt, throw explosives.
Yeah, 100%. There's one
If
later.
all else fails, use fire.
There's
Right.
one later that's on a bridge that has a little peak on it. So if you're trying to throw explosives at them, it's almost random as to
It's a
whether
covered
it's gonna hit
bridge.
'em or fall off the side. It's super annoying.
Okay, I'm back. I do have one more complaint about Elden Ring, which is that at several points in the game, they throw bosses at you who they're clearly going for like spectacle. So they're fucking huge, and you're like, okay, well that's fine. I'm down. Let's fucking fight, right? But the
Yeah.
lock on like just does not work with things that are so that big, and the camera just like freaks the fuck out a
Yeah,
bunch.
It's classic Souls, man.
Have
No,
we learned
it's-
nothing from Bed of Chaos?
But like imagine all what you're saying, but the worst it's ever been, and it's like, oh god, like it's not, it's there, you know, it's still manageable. Like you can still beat it. Excuse me, obviously, but like it's just like a feels bad man like moment, you know? It's just like
My
and there's a
OCD
lot
would
of
not
it that
allow me to walk past all that foliage without not cutting it down.
Well,
The
I
game
haven't,
remembers what bushes
Zelda,
you cut
you
down,
have
doesn't
to.
it?
Yeah, it does.
I was gonna say, I haven't
Once you cut
found
down all the trees, they
anything
don't grow back.
in any of these trees, so I'm starting to feel like it's.
That doesn't matter. I will concur with that. And still, I must cut them down.
Maybe Joe just doesn't share your distaste for nature, Kurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I
get it.
I do share
I'm not-
your
I'm
OCD
not-
though.
I'm
so.
just commenting that I could not do that.
Right, you're gonna make it worse for me, Kurt, because I do share your OCD tendencies. So
Now
when
you're
you're
like, shit.
I couldn't get past those without,
Cutting all that shit down, you're like, oh, now I gotta do it.
Right now, I'm like, oh shit.
Here's the thing:
That's a
you
good
can
point.
cut down every single one in the game except for one, and guess what? The only one in the game that's gonna have a coin under it is.
It's gonna be the one that I didn't cut down, of course.
That's right.
Yeah.
And guess
Quite-
how many coins it
Quite
is?
naturally, all of them.
Exactly.
So many
The
coins.
amount that you want. Yeah, exactly.
Not in this game, man. In
Well-
this game, there's shit hidden everywhere.
What the fuck is this all about?
I don't know.
I think you do know, but I don't want you to tell me.
It's the you got to turn the GameCube on.
And it spins real fast.
Yeah. Gotta play the super slow Famicom Disk System boot up sound.
Boom, boom.
You guys knew about that, right? That's the thing you're aware of.
I think that
Yes.
if that was with the key. I don't think I've done that because I never got the key.
No.
He
The
means-
the
he means the Famicom
the
Disk.
GameCube like the menu music is like a 50 times slowed down Famicom Disk System boot sound.
I don't remember if I knew that. I knew that you could get different sounds out of the GameCube startup animation by holding buttons down.
Someone recently posted about it. That's the only reason I know it. On Twitter.
You know about the towers on the PlayStation 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they're the same as the one in the Hunter's Dream in Bloodborne. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? What towers?
When you start up a PlayStation 2, like while it's loading in your disc, it's
Yeah.
like a field of abstract towers, basically, and those apparently
Yeah.
are taken from your save.
Run!
files
What the
on your memory cards.
fuck?
Run!
Yeah, you were a little. Your stream delay, I guess, got me on that one. But thanks, Kurt, for
You're welcome.
trying.
I mean, I said it in advance of when I knew you were going to get annihilated, so.
Wow, a whole lot of stuff just happened there.
Yeah. As soon as you started running through there and I all started chasing you, I'm like, oh, this is a bad plan.
One tip, one thing I will say, Joe, is that enemies will never stop fucking following you in this game.
Yes.
So
That's
if you're
why I
gonna
said it was a
engage
bad
with
plan.
them, but you have to defeat them. and
Well-
you don't do it one at a time because it's almost
Gotta find the choke
impossible.
point.
You
right.
you can
You can screen transition, right?
yeah, you can screen transition. So like in that specific area where you're at, you go down the ramp over there, you can go in that door. You can just run past all this shit, go in that door, and then move on.
It'll reset, yeah.
Yeah. I did that because I was trying to fuck around with that turret that you've been getting killed by, and I didn't want to keep fucking with all the stuff up above it.
But it's true that this is not very Dark Soulsian of the game to have the enemies never leave you alone.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Way harder. One of the key rules of Dark Souls is if all else fails, just run. And the enemies will leash.
Dark
Oh,
Souls
they'll
enemies have
dodge
like
roll.
less persistent than Metal Gear Solid guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it's it's not that far off.
Not too far off, yeah. I do like that Elden
Wow.
Ring Inherited. They borrowed from Sekiro in that if you
Oh, there we
crouch
go.
slightly, you are invisible. No one knows you're there.
Hey,
Except for
that
the
looks
people
useful.
down.
They just
you know?
arbitrarily do, but whatever.
That looks good. I like that. I'm into that.
Yeah. Shield
So
is good.
wait, Mike, if you didn't get that key, then you didn't
Yeah,
get the shields.
Right. I put the pieces together when I saw that there was a key there. I was like, oh, that must be why I don't have this really fundamental early game thing.
I can't
that you're
believe you
supposed
got
to
as
have.
far as you have without a shield.
I don't. There was
Play
somebody.
Dark Souls. You dodge.
Who was, oh, Mary Kish. Was
Mike,
saying
I
that
love you.
Mary Kish beat like the first two bosses without having a sword.
Without the sword?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh Jesus, that stick does not do a lot of damage.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
It does not.
Well, I guess I'm
can't
not as good as
well,
Marrakesh,
apparently you
but-
could have gone. You could go behind the.
Yes.
Could have gone behind the waterfall there, Mike. No.
I can't remember if.
Would that have somehow gotten me the?
I don't think.
Well,
Oh,
that's
there's a
where I
path-
came up. Yeah.
Don't
You
you
had
have
to-
to hit a switch?
No,
Yeah.
I can. Joe, you can get to that part easily. The problem is it's a one-way door.
Closed. Yeah.
So I've seen the shield many times,
But you can't.
but I
get
did
across.
not realize where I needed to get to actually get it from, because I didn't see that there was a key underneath that big guy. Anyway, mystery solved. Now I know what to do. But yes, I am actually at a pretty challenging boss fight, and I'm willing to bet that it would be very helpful to have the shield, but I don't have it. And I'm not going to go back and get it. I don't think. I'll just finish the boss fight first.
Danger. Okay.
Yeah, so I've always enjoyed cracking the alphabets in games like this, but the way the characters are designed in this one, I find them really hard to tell apart.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's going to take a lot of effort if I want to try and decipher it. I don't know if I'm quite up for it.
I don't. Is it? I guess I haven't looked up. Is it a direct, like, code for English? Like, if you figure out which one's the most common and make that E, can you figure it out from there?
I don't get the impression that it is, just based on like the little bits that I have gleaned.
Ew.
But I don't know. I don't know because I don't know how to translate it.
As you said that, Alex, I hit right bumper and didn't do it in time.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh, you died. Okay, so you caught up. Got it.
Yeah. I find the way the stamina system in this game works really bizarre. But that might just be because I played it after playing so much Elden Ring.
What do you mean bizarre?
I don't. It's just the way that it drains, like the actions that drain it and don't drain it. I find kind of hard to. It's like you
yeah.
can sprint without using it, and but you can't roll, but you can slice with your sword. You know what I mean?
It's really just rolling that drains it.
Seems like
It
it's
seems like
just
it's just
rolling,
rolling. Yeah.
Well, it's rolling and it's blocking some,
Yes.
at least some
I guess.
stuff.
Well, I wouldn't know about
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can
Yeah.
break it.
Yeah.
But it's true that you regain stamina while sprinting, very
Yeah.
slowly, but you do,
Yep.
Yeah.
which has not been my experience in real life.
If you want an Elden Ring pro
Just-
tip,
You gotta work out like this fox does.
Sure, Alex.
if
cardio
you
up.
you can run while you're crouched, and if you're running, and
mean roadie run?
crouch, and then run crouch, and then go back to standing, you
Well, that-
can regain a little bit of
You
stamina.
look like a weird crab man.
well,
that's
that's
great.
also true.
So, Mike, it looks like if you block damage, because your little stamina meter pops up when you hold up your shield when an enemy's nearby. So
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
you lose
As-
stamina when you. Let's find out.
Yep.
Well, that hasn't been an issue
Yes,
for
you
me.
lose stamina when you block
I
things with your
agree.
shield.
Controls game. Every time you block, you lose stamina. Up your poise, dude.
Poise?
You put some more
Yeah.
points into adaptability.
Please pass the
Up your
points.
chug speed, dude. You're never gonna make it if you can't chug faster.
Is there an actual stat for that in Elden Ring?
Is
Dark
that,
Souls 2 had a
Dark Souls
stat.
2.
is that does that turn a
called
Doom
agility.
band into a Stoner band? Is that what you're saying?
It's
that
not
now?
really. It's like it's dumb, but it's not really a problem because like you just like need to put like a few points into it and it's fine. But it
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
it was a weird decision.
It was a weird thing because there was a stat called agility, and your agility determines how fast you drink your Estus flask, which is how you heal. But then dexterity raises agility, and then also adaptability, which is an entirely different stat, also raises agility.
Pretty much just for raising
Yeah.
up after you drink your Estus
It-
flask.
It was so it's like a weird like dex. It's like it does what
Fuck
dex does,
off.
but then does it a little bit.
Yeah. But it also, I think it would
And then
give
it-
you like additional iframes on your roll. Or
It did,
something.
yeah.
That's
It
what
gave, which was also a weird decision.
It was. Yeah.
Wait, isn't Dark Souls 2 just kind of a weird game?
Dark Souls 2 is kind of a weird game,
I
but
mean,
then
yeah.
the
Well,
people
Dark
who love
Souls
it,
2. Dark Souls 2 is the one where they had the weapon. The weapon durability was tied to the frame rate, and so
Yes.
if you
That was a
bumped
bug,
the
right?
frame rate, then it
It
would
was.
degrade your weapons twice as fast, which didn't matter because you know In fact, Elden Ring doesn't even have weapon durability because it's just never
Which
been
is
a
awesome.
mechanic that they've bothered with. I mean,
Yeah, thank
did it
God.
ever come into play for you in a Dark Souls game ever?
No,
other
but it's one of
than
those things where
every
like you would
every 30 hours you had to.
right, exactly. It's one of those things that you would totally forget about, and then you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
should do that, and it's like, wait,
Yeah.
why is this even here? And now it's
Yeah.
not. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
cool, like great,
Fine. Yeah, if you're not
Yeah.
going to do anything with it, then there's no point in having it.
exactly.
That is kind of funny though. It's like the opposite of the Resident Evil 2 remake, where your knife damage is tied to frame rate because it does damage on every frame. So like speedrunners, like for making the game run quickly, they generally turn the frame rate down, but then on certain boss fights they turn it up so that they can do it like at 120 frames. Yeah, you're doing damage twice or four times the damage. Like that's how you do the Birkin fights. Is like you turn up your frame rate because Birkin takes a shitload of damage from the knife. Yeah.
That's great.
Those remake games are going to get like a big patch for PlayStation 5. It gives them like ray tracing lighting and stuff.
That's coming to Steam.
That sounds awesome.
All of them. 7, 7, 5.
Oh, even 7. Oh, I guess because they're all
2, 3, 7, 8.
they're all probably every game that's on the RE engine. So like probably Devil May Cry 5 too.
I don't know about that. It's just there was a patch notes thing that showed up
Yeah.
when I was because I played a little Resident Evil 2.
Well, now I need to buy a ray tracing graphics card so I can turn the ray tracing on an RE2 remake.
Did you ever finish that, Mike?
Just 2, 3,
I
and
did.
7 because 8 already has ray tracing support.
Yeah, Joe, I finished that. I don't remember how much of it I had played when we did
Ew.
our discussion, but yes, I
Chug your
finished it.
chug, dude.
I did.
And then I started like a lead
Catch
on
up.
campaign, but I only played a very small amount of it.
I didn't know how to chug at all.
No.
That was the worst chug timing I've ever seen in my life.
I don't recall asking for your opinion, Alex.
Let's see.
Nevertheless,
ray
you received
tracing,
it.
high frame rate, and
Story of my
audio
entire relationship with you.
for an
That's it in a
enhanced
nutshell.
gameplay
Yeah,
experience.
pretty much.
Say I love how good Capcom has been for years at making games that look incredible but also run well.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so glad they took the fucking terrible DRM shit out of 8. So there was a fight in 8 that on PC, when you fight one of the daughters in the castle towards the beginning, there's a fight that slows to a crawl, and for the longest time I assumed it was like the particle effects or something. Because like my video card is like not of the newest cycle, but it's not like super old, and I have plenty of RAM and all that shit. But this one fight kept slowing down, and it turned out it was literally because they had this really shitty DRM, and in this one fight, like no matter how good your rig was, it fucking bogged down because of this DRM. And there was a patched version, a fan patch that took it out, and then finally Capcom just removed it, and now the fight runs fine.
Right.
Oh, dude, you got to pick up your souls.
I'm trying, dude.
I didn't
He's
realize
gonna
that's
get-
what that was.
Yeah. No,
No,
he
you don't-
does.
you
He's
don't
going to
need
get
it.
annihilated before it happens.
Alex, you might not have heard, but you only lose like 20.
Yeah,
it's
it's not major.
It's not that big a deal.
The thing that's better about it is that when you pick it up, it does like an AOE,
Yeah, it does an
It
explosion.
does like a
Yeah.
burst thing. Yeah.
and so like it's more useful in that way than it is for getting your money back. Because
Yeah.
Well, at this point, we've seen the classic Souls mistake of I'll get my money back. Shit, I died. I gotta go get back and just keep trying to get back the same thing over and over again.
that's
and
the
dying
great
dying
thing
over
about
and over
Dark
again.
Souls is that you only get one shot. If you fuck it up, then
Yeah.
it's over.
I think the most I've lost at one time in Elden Ring was like 150k or something, and I was like, "Wow, that sucks." All right.
I lost like 70 or 80, but by that time that was like a level.
Exactly.
So
Well,
it
that's
doesn't
the
matter.
point I'm at now. It's like almost 200k to level up. It's crazy. It's fucking. They give you so many levels. It's insane.
I feel like there was one, Mike, you probably had this experience, given how much of it you played. I had one, I can't remember the specifics around it, but I had one in Hollow Knight where I lost a shitload of money by not, like, getting back to my ghost in time, and I was so pissed. It's like,
I have not had a lot of bad experiences with that in Hollow Knight. Usually I'm able to get back to the money.
usually I was
I don't
too, but there was, like, one time where for whatever reason.
It's on cost, Joe. Just move on with your life.
Yeah.
I want to like.
Well, I'm
yell,
at this point. I'm more trying to see like, there's like a page of the instruction manual in the water, and what happens when I kill the turret if it like lets me do something. That's what I'm really trying to get at here.
I'm like watching this, and I want to be like, roll now, but I'm like, fuck the delay. It's not gonna work. You're freaking out. You gotta calm down.
Yeah, don't
I
get
want to say
greedy.
one thing, and it's killing me not to say it.
You've got a gun. Press select to pull out your gun. Sorry, Kurt. I couldn't hold it in any longer.
Damn it!
No comment.
No.
Fuck was that?
The secret of this game is, well, do you guys want to know
Howitzer,
the secret?
huh?
The secret is you're Star Fox, and this is like his childhood.
I was gonna make that joke earlier.
Well,
So you
Not
can call the
exactly that
R-wing
joke,
in to
but
do
I
an
was gonna
airstrike.
say,
That's right.
Yeah.
It was Fox McCloud.
You press A, and then your cop buddies come in and fire a bazooka. Oh, wait,
Do
that's
a barrel roll.
You got one tooth and one flower? Brains? What is that? You got one of them.
It's a brain flower.
Flower, yeah.
If you eat the spicy pepper, you start like shooting fire out of your mouth and run back and forth.
Well, you start
But-
shooting fire.
Let's say it
So you gotta,
seems like
you gotta
do-
Yoshi to eat it for you so you can run
Not
fast.
saying
Seems
it's
like
out
you
of your
do
mouth.
something.
Save that so that way you can use it against a difficult wave. And then you can also use it to like spike your EXP.
Oh, can you? Oh, I have a thought. But maybe it's what Kurt's trying not to say.
Well, you haven't played this, right, Alex?
Yeah, but I have played Zelda and Dark Souls a whole fuck ton of a lot, so I'm like, I have a theory of
Yeah,
what
you
to
have,
do
you
against
have
that
your
guy.
instincts are tingling, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I bet.
All right, get at the bug net and start swinging it.
Oh, hey, I didn't know there was a door there. There's a door there.
I guess nobody else knows that particular glitch.
Is that a glitch? I thought that was like a feature.
Turns out there
In
is a
Link to
door
the
there.
Past, you can use the bug net to reflect Aghanim's magic.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Agamemnon's magic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't think that was a bug. I thought that was like a full, like a way
Bro.
to.
Well,
oh,
maybe an
it's
Easter egg.
Pro tip for
Yeah,
Tunic,
okay,
Joe.
okay.
If
Yeah.
there's a waterfall, there's fucking something.
There is
There's a
always
door
something
behind
fucking
it.
behind it. If you can get behind it at all, there's something fucking back there.
Have you heard the good news about waterfalls?
They're back,
Yeah.
baby. That was the fun thing about Elden
In
Ring.
pog
is that
form.
There's like not all of the waterfalls have stuff behind them, but enough of them do that it's worth checking. And then this game came out and is like every waterfall has a secret behind it. It's like yes, this is
As
something.
do most walls in general.
Yeah. If there's a nook or a cranny, then you should get in there.
It's,
And if you see
you're,
Tom Nook, you should cut him.
Absolutely.
you're
Hey,
saying
man,
this
he gave
is
you a
the
house for free. Come on.
That wasn't free. If I have to work the rest of my life as an indentured servant for him, it's not free.
It's not indentured if you enjoy it.
I don't, as it turns out.
You don't like talking about your friends, talking about spaghetti with your friends? Come on.
Look, man, I'm glad those people love those games, and clearly that was like the perfect game for quarantine for a lot of people, but I fucking hate those games.
Hey, can we talk about spaghetti for a while?
Hell yeah, dude. Let's
It's
do
good.
it.
You tried
Wait,
it?
are we going to talk about spaghetti specifically, or can we talk about like different kinds of pasta?
I'll
I mean,
allow it.
you know what's good? Spaghetti and other pasta.
Right, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, all kinds of.
You mean at
stuff.
the same time? That's just weird, Kurt.
too many carbs.
I
You need
wouldn't
them
have
all
a problem
at
with that. I can.
I
I don't
mean-
know what your problem is.
I mean, goodbye, Kurt.
Commit.
Commit
Horse
to the
shit.
carb? Is that
Don't kink shame, man.
Oh, okay. So the bullets hit in. Friendly fire is a thing.
Yes, it sure is.
Was that what you were trying not to tell me, Kurt? Was that friendly
Nope,
fire is a
it was
thing?
not.
There's something
There was
very
not.
obvious that you're just not looking at because you're focused on the.
You're focused on something else, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bridge, but I kind of thought there would be like a switch on the bridge or when I deal with the thing.
I don't know. Maybe you should
We'll
check the
see.
bridge out.
I mean, I'm getting shot at while I'm in that general vicinity, so You were the one who just told me to take care of all the enemies because they'll persist, Eric. That's
Well, the
what you
turret's not-
told
the
me.
Turrets don't move.
the
He said they'll
turret's not
chase
gonna
you.
fucking follow you, dog.
Yeah.
How do I know that? Maybe it fucking grows legs.
It might.
Yeah, see? It
It's
might.
What at Risk of Rain? who
Okay,
knows?
now
Yeah, that's right. Just like the one in Risk of Rain. I've been playing a lot of Risk of Rain lately, okay?
I'm wary of turrets.
That's right. Jesus.
But yeah, you could also just kite that one dude out of the way of the turret.
It'll make your life a little easier.
And now he's not following me.
Learn how to fucking
You will.
roll, Joe.
Yeah.
Also,
Fucking
drink
get
your flask.
good. Also, yeah, drink your chug.
Drink.
Is there like a chug indicator? I don't see it.
Chugga
anywhere.
chugga choo choo train.
Chug-
Chugga
chug
chugga choo choo
indicator.
train.
I don't know if there is. I think you get like a certain number and then. I don't.
Well,
know if
that's
you've
Tunic,
heard-
everybody.
I don't know if you've heard, but Alex has a theory on games like this. It came to him in a dream one time, and it's, what if you don't get hit?
Yeah, right.
No,
Stay
that
with
wasn't
me.
That
Stay
was
with me
not
here.
in a dream. That was an epiphany I had during the Quelaag fight in Dark
Oh,
Souls. That's a
was that
real
it?
story. That's a real thing
I
that
know it's a
happened.
real story. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm making it a little more spicy, you know.
Yeah.
A sexy spider lady came to him in a dream and told him, "I'm quite enjoying our
get hit."
battles, but if you."
FYI.
That's what you gotta remember. Remember the end of the
L2 roll.
Matrix when he started to believe. That's what you need to do. You just need to always believe.
No, that's-
that
that's-
You won't get hit.
I'm not playing
What you
Parappa
need
the
to
Rapid,
do-
dude.
That's
What you
Rappa
need
the
to do
Rapid
is
is.
wake up.
I don't. It takes a little bit to get used to where the iframes on the roll
Ba-na.
are. in this
Yeah.
game.
They're like really early in the roll.
Yeah.
You have to look for dust. It tells you right there in the manual. And,
You're right, it
it's
does.
super obvious when you're doing it. He says facetiously.
I mean, mostly you just want to jam on the button right as you're about to get hit.
If you can. The knockback
now
on the
he's
fucking
stopped.
turret on the shield is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's really not helping.
That's the part that really sucks. There you go.
Hey.
Chug.
The problem is you don't get very much health back until you level it up.
Yep. Spoilers. Boom.
There you go.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was
Game
not
changer.
saying. was fuck the turret. Drop the bridge.
I was wondering if you could shield parry and like reflect them, or if you could like hit him back with your sword. Joe,
No.
use big Goron sword. It's stronger. I
Yeah,
keep
right.
telling you.
Uh-huh. I was a big fan of the big Goron sword in
I thought it was Bigoron.
Ocarina. Yeah, right.
Big-
Yes,
yeah.
Bigoron sword.
It's actually big Goron.
Bigoron.
Hey, it's me, Big Goron. I'm 35 years old and from Final Fantasy X.
You guys want a drink?
Fuck. I still love that Orin is
Wonder
35.
how much-
I think about
Yeah.
that.
How much
Like,
money
not
Joe
daily,
has at
but
this
like
point.
a lot, and yeah,
Well, everybody
How
else
much-
is like 12, so
yeah.
How much
makes
money
sense.
Joe has
We're
farmed
all
at this
like
point.
18, maybe.
I don't
like,
know. Where can I sit? 970.
Wow.
You'd be happy to have that later.
I don't. Did you find the shop?
Yes.
You could go buy some more.
The shop's
bombs.
just so freaky in this game.
Yeah, I know.
I saw the shop and ran away because I was like, I don't want to fight that. I'll come back later. And then I decided, well, all right, let's see what happens. Like, oh, okay.
Souls rules. If you can't lock onto it, then it's a friend, and if you can lock onto it, it's a, I guess, a shop.
That's a very
What the
important rule. It's almost always is a shop in Dark Souls.
Okay, Joe, it's Zelda. You've got a bow and arrow.
I
Press
don't have a
select
bow and
bow
arrow,
menu,
as a matter
bow
of
and arrow
fact.
menu, and you get to choose from
Yeah.
one of several bow and
Sure,
arrows.
sure don't have a bow or arrows at this point.
Have you tried
but
pressing
thank
select to
you.
open the bow and arrow menu?
Yeah, they hit it in a different place than the other weapons menu just to fuck with me.
Well, the thing is this is a technically, legally, it's a PlayStation game, so there is no select button. There's an options button. That's how they get you.
This is actually an Xbox game.
Plug a controller into port 2.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what they tell you to throw you. That's how hidden it is.
Right.
Yeah, plug a PlayStation controller into port
Like
2
this game
on
is
your Xbox.
created by Microsoft, so press the PlayStation option button.
Place the PlayStation button.
Okay.
So here's the other Dark Souls technique you can use here, which is you have the fence is open, the bridge is down. You could just fuck
Run.
off.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with these guys at all.
Yeah.
Look, man.
You know what?
You know what? There's
That
a
guy
there's
down
a
there-
fucking page to that instruction manual on that little island past the turret. All right.
All right.
Spoilers. It won't matter. You can't get that page if you kill that turret.
I was gonna say, do you
Okay.
think the turret
I
like?
don't
matters
want you
or
to
not?
continue to grind on this and then not get it.
You know what this is? This is like
Zelda.
watching somebody do the archers in Anne Orlando for the first time. That's exactly what this is.
Not
It's
as
just
bad
like
as that.
I don't know what I keep dying in the shield. I got it, and it's like, nah, dude, just run. It's fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Once you get it, you get it. There, you got it.
Yep.
Chug your
Okay.
chug.
You can have
So
that.
now,
You can have that
Your
page
lugs
instead.
and Chug your chugs.
Jug with me,
Huh.
Joe.
don't stop it. Stop it.
Chug with me. Let's chug. Let's.
So does that like power? Is it when you eat one, you get that? Or,
Well, it looks like you have to go. So I have to go to the bonfire statue, and then like I can. Okay, hello, bonfire statue lady. I guess I'm gonna save. That should give my health back, right?
Oh, you opened
okay.
up the shortcut. It is Dark Souls.
Yep, 100%.
There we go. Offer. Yes, give me more attack power.
I mean, if we're going to talk about 3D games where you open up shortcuts, it's actually a Ratchet and Clank. They've been doing that for way longer.
It's a Metroid Prime.
I mean, it's a
Doesn't
lot.
Metroid Prime have a lot of like ladders that you knock down? Or I don't remember that in Metroid
I
actually.
think in that game it was more like you would like loop back around and then like blow through a wall or something.
right.
But
I'm
Ratchet
just saying
and
about
Clank games
opening
were all
up
about
a-
like you get to the end of the level and then you'd find a ladder and it would take you right back to your ship so that you could shortcut later on if you wanted to.
But how many of them had like weird guys who would just sit there and then laugh at you and say,
Extra
"Crap."
HP.
I keep saving every time instead of like.
Captain Quark count as the weird guy who
Opening.
laughs at you?
I don't know who
I
that
think
is.
so.
I'm gonna
I think
say-
he does. Yes.
Does
The
he-
Dr. Nefarious laughs at you a lot.
Yeah, but is it like, is he laughing at you in like an evil villain way, or is it in a sort of just like, I'm not even really talking to you, I'm kind of just sitting here laughing to myself, like creepily way?
Clank laughs creepily a lot. That's kind of his whole thing.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
You don't remember that?
Yeah,
time
there.
Clank
Fuck that turret. That turret can eat my ass. Oh, actually, no, that was the other thing that I was thinking. Like, these tuning forks seem to...
I'm thinking about something eating my ass.
Whoa,
I
don't know where
mean-
this is going, and I don't want to know where it's going.
That's always in the back of my mind, Alex. I'm just, you know...
All right. Well,
It's in the back of something.
It's in the, yeah, exactly. Damn it. Too slow. You earned it, Kurt.
Thank you. I mean, it was right there.
Now,
Yeah, low-hanging
all
fruit
these,
and
like,
all that.
all these... The hanging fruit is the sweetest. All these tuning forks and everything.
It's easy
feel
to
like-
get.
I'm
It's-
sure
that's
they
the
don't
thing.
mean anything.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't mean anything.
Beneath the well, huh?
You need to collect
Oh,
them all so
good
you can fix your
lord.
piano. That's what the game's about.
Read the manual.
Yeah.
It's actually a piano repair simulator.
Don't tell me what to do, Dad. Does the manual say octopuses explode? It says I can do it against the Garden Knight. It tells me that.
Do what?
I don't.
Let's
Look
see
at the
our early
stream. It literally
conversation.
says
Oh,
you
now
can do
okay.
it.
Says,
Alright,
you can do it.
wasn't
It
on-
also says, "Oh no."
Yeah, right.
Wink.
I do like that it says trying to be this strong.
I do. I really like that.
Yeah.
This manual is fucking incredible. Moment of safety.
Moment of safety.
Check
Check
for
for
dust.
dust. What am I? What do you want me to go back to, Eric?
Oh, too far.
Go back to what?
It's at the end. It's the end of the manual.
Wow, you just read everything.
Oh, Slorm, a type
You
of
should
slime
read-
who wants to be close to you. Stun it by blocking. That
Yeah.
doesn't tell me that it explodes.
No, but also there's a map right there
Yes, there is.
on that same page, which is useful for you to know about.
Also, if you're on a map, that it actually does the GPS thing.
Yes.
That's a hell of a
Stun by
fancy
blocking.
instruction manual. Oh, I can up my chugs.
Yeah, up your chug.
Hey, there was something behind that waterfall.
Weird.
Yeah, right.
Can you charge up your sword attack?
No, I can't. Not yet.
No.
Probably
Okay.
eventually. I'm gonna guess.
Definitely.
I have played Zelda before, so I'm gonna guess that eventually I can. But right now,
I was just wondering if you could do it already, if you had tried it or not. I don't know.
You did not start with the ability to do that.
I have yet to beam a sword.
You didn't go down the other.
I know.
path.
I'm going to talk to the statue lady, and you boost my stats and my chugs. Just funny that you call it that, Alex, because whenever you say that, I think of, for whatever reason, Adam Cole is a wrestler who also has a Twitch stream, and his nickname is the Chugs, and I don't know where it came from, but that's like his.
Sounds like
Probably
a
he was-
disease you can get.
Yeah, right.
Probably drinking beer or something someday, and they were like, "Chugs."
Bob's got the
Probably.
chugs. He's gonna be out of work for like 2 weeks.
Oh no, Bob's got the chugs.
Oh, this fruit
does
is
sound
something
like a-
else. Okay,
It's potion.
maybe it
Duh.
is.
It says potion.
It's
No,
it tells
the
you
the
exactly-
berry.
Oh,
The berry
Oh,
is
that's-
something else.
Berry? Where's Berry?
Where's
Maybe-
Barry?
Maybe it's on in the manual page where it shows you what all the items are.
I looked at the
Welcome.
manual,
You're
so it could tell me
welcome.
that the berry is a fruit.
I'm just
Now
saying.
you
it is
know.
on the
Now you
page.
know what fruit it is.
Secrets of the universe revealed.
and fiber.
So does that mean I get more than one chug, or does that mean that my chug generates more health back? Let's find out, because I'm low on health.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, aren't
You
the
should've-
chugs
you
just
should've-
shown on
You
screen?
should have healed at the thing when you were there.
I should have. You're right. I thought it healed me. I actually hadn't been paying
Uh-oh.
very
Doesn't-
close
no.
attention. Apparently,
Offering and
Oh, there's
offering
another-
and
of
healing are not the same thing.
Of
but
course,
you
there's one in the in the
have-
in the
under
next
button.
room. I went all the way down the. So I guess Alex was right. I should have checked this room first.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I did
Smoke Monster just says he had a bad case of the chugs. Smoke, can I have your
Oh,
pizza oven if you
no.
die? It's bigger than mine.
Husher is a
Crabbo.
Crabbo has a hard shell, but Crabbit has pals.
I like how
I-
the
I
envoy has
love
more
this
questions
game.
than answers. Yeah.
Envoy, more questions than answers.
Anybody who's like, yeah, there's a guy named Crabbo in here. I'm like, yeah, man, this game's cool.
A baby Slorm cannot spin yet.
He's
It could still be
though.
useful.
Yep.
Does that mean like I can pick it up and whip it at people?
Run away. There you go.
Yeah, that fake manual is the best thing in this game.
100.
I don't do they I know that there was like press kits that where people got like actual hard copies of it.
Oh, yeah?
That's neat.
I would pay like a little bit too much money for one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look
bet
on
eBay's
eBay.
got you
I was
covered.
gonna say eBay definitely has you covered.
Well, I'd rather that they just make it a thing that's like on.
I mean, maybe they'll make a physical. Maybe they'll like limited run. We'll do a.
Tell Parrish they should do that.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure the thought has crossed his mind.
That's the joke. Oops.
So you can't roll in the water, which is.
And that.
You gotta
Tina
find
Turner lied
you
to
gotta-
me.
You gotta find a rusty ring first, and then you can.
Get it?
No, I don't. Oh, I get
Okay,
the
here's
Tina
how
Turner
you-
thing.
you
I got
wanna-
yes, the rusty
You
ring.
want to know
thing I
where to
didn't
find
get.
the rusted ring? Because you have to like curl up like an egg in a bird nest, and then the bird will take you to a secret area. That's actually where you started.
And then you have a
Right.
picture, and you put a mustache on.
No, this is literally the process to get the rusted ring in Dark Souls, which is the ring that allows you to roll through water.
Like
Okay, so now I can.
Great game.
shortcuts.
Shortcuts. more
Now you don't have to
shortcuts.
go through all that bullshit to come back over here.
Bill's two favorite things: shortcuts and huge guts.
Oh no! Oh no! They did enough damage to each other to blow up, and I didn't think
Yep.
they would.
Yep.
One does have to wonder how the Slorm survived evolution long enough to get where it is today.
I'm just assuming it didn't get like hammered on by a fox that often. In nature.
Wait, isn't that the plot of Death Stranding?
Death Stranding had a
They
plot.
explode?
Death Stranding has a lot of plot.
I thought it was like
Also, there's like a little fox kit in the
You're Super
In your
Mario.
jar that you're carrying
in
around
your
with you?
jar, yeah, that you're carrying. Yeah.
You're Super Mario, and I'm Princess Peach.
I knew
Oh.
Eric was gonna say it. I was just waiting. I was like, "There's no way."
Jug.
You have unlimited chug?
No.
No,
No,
Okay.
it's
absolutely
like
not.
All right. I just feel like I've seen
Horse
a lot of
shit.
chug.
It recharges every time, so.
It recharges every time
When he
you
goes to the
die.
bonfire, Alex, come
Oh
on.
yeah, yeah. I know that. I just like it seemed I wasn't
You
paying.
should,
super
hey
close
Alex, if you don't
attention,
know
I
that,
thought.
you should, there's this game called Dark Souls. You should probably check it out.
I've never heard of that. Can you tell me about it? And all.
Yeah,
of
well,
this-
you take a sword and a shield, and you just block all the attacks. It's pretty
just
good.
block everything. Actually, you
Yeah.
could use 2 shields. Dark Souls was it 2 and 3? There's 2 shields that are doors.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty good. There's a shield with a gun in it in Elden Ring.
And then there's these other games that are kind of like inspired by those. One's kind of like a gothic
like
horror
that.
thing, but
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't like that one as much because it doesn't have as much build variety.
I know you're a big shield guy, Alex. So like you would.
Well, it's just the thought of not having as much variety. that
Yeah,
would
yeah,
have-
What's not to like about a shield? You know, it keeps you safe.
yeah.
Literally no downside.
What is the? Hang on, one moment. Bloodborne wooden shield. Hang on.
It'll
Where's
make
the
me
item
laugh because
description?
it makes me choke every single time.
Shields. This
What?
is the official.
Fuck off.
There is a shield in Bloodborne, and the official item description ends with the following: shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity.
Wow.
Well, I always actively block.
Hunters do not normally employ shields, ineffectual against the strength of the beasts as they tend to be.
What the fuck? Those enemies followed me through a screen transition.
I've never
Actually,
seen that.
2 shields.
Not all screen transitions are made equal.
Some go down.
I love it when games just change the rules at random. It's one of my favorite things.
I'm surprised that. Yeah, I don't.
I have
I've
never
never
seen that.
before. Yeah.
I have seen that behavior elsewhere.
Really?
Is it something
Mhm.
specific to this area?
Resident Evil. Zombies follow you through doors. Like, what?
Not often they don't.
No, but it's very surprising when they do.
That's true. Alright, so spawn the turret. Use the turret to kill the tentacles.
Mhm.
What the hell, turret? Fucking asleep on the job over there, man. Come on.
I'm too far away.
Okay, looks like I got that one.
By the way, what I meant there's a gun in this game. What I meant was like the turret is your gun.
This just kind of looks like you're getting killed by two
just
enemies
got
instead of
Yeah,
one.
right. No shit.
Oh man, that was really funny. Tentacles just whipping the shit out of you, and then somebody just starts shooting a gun at you.
I'm turning their power against them. Ow, ow.
Ow, ow, ow! They're both fighting me.
Well, it worked
you
on the
figured it
first
out.
tentacle.
You had it. Yeah, there you go.
I like that Alex is trying to coach me through a game he hasn't played. That's
It's
my favorite part of this stream.
But it's also every game that he has played.
You're doing it, but I don't know if you know that you're doing it. So I can't say what it is because I don't want to spoil it.
Circle strafing?
Yeah, but you're baiting him and then punishing him, but you're not doing it consistently, but you are doing it.
Yeah, so here's the thing. When you block something and get like when you're when you are blocking and you run out of stamina and get knocked down, when you pop back up, you don't keep blocking unless you release the block button and press it again.
Yeah. Also,
Hey, Joe, I
Alex,
played
it's
Dark
worth,
Souls.
it's worth mentioning that
I
this
mean-
game does not feel as good to play as Dark Souls.
Oh, I bet.
It's like 1,000 times clunkier.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Also, the
Also,
fact
you-
that I keep locking on to the slime that's on the other side of the wall in that room instead of like the thing that's trying to kill me is not helping.
Excuse me, Slorm.
Yes.
You're gonna take more damage when you are low on stamina as well.
Right. Yeah, that's right. It says that in the
your
instruction
chug.
manual. Thank you.
Chug jug with me.
Mike, that has to stop.
There, do that. There's a time delay, so do that thing you did like probably 10 seconds ago.
Shit. No, don't lock onto him. What the fuck are you doing? Jesus Christ. Yes, game, I definitely want you to lock onto the thing that's, like, on the ledge over there instead of the enemy that is right in front of me trying to kill me. Alright, well, so I move faster when I'm not guarding, so the circle strafing thing works a little better when I'm not guarding.
Yep.
He's beginning to believe.
He's got to do what?
Chug jug with Mike.
Stop it. Oh, this guy's gonna come down here now.
That's why they want you to lock onto him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. He's like, he's coming for you.
That's the secret. He's coming to get you, so.
Oh, there's another
The game's like, hey,
tentacle.
that guy was talking shit about you.
You have chug? You should
I
chug.
do not have chug. I do not have chug.
Oh man, should have saved your chug.
I mean, I'd be dead now if I had, so.
I'm aware.
The health in this game's a little
Jump
weird.
attack.
It seems like you can sometimes take a hit that should kill you and it'll bring you down to like 1 HP instead of killing you.
Yeah.
There's a gold chest down there, and it seems like there's a way to. Oh,
There is a way.
There's always a way.
There's also another chest you missed. Keep walking past it.
I keep walking past it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I did get the one at the top, if that's the one you're talking about, at the top of this room. Or this area.
No, that's not the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is a hard game to play unless you have like 100% of your attention on it. Because there's always little weird shit that you're
Yeah.
gonna miss otherwise.
Yep.
Alright, so I got that one.
It's not on this screen.
As in, it's not in this room, or it's not on the screen
it's
right
not
now?
it's not in this room.
Okay. Then I'll.
It's in that first room you go to after you get killed.
Okay, I'll remember that the next time I get killed, I guess, which is going to be soon because the whole
You're
screen
gonna-
is
you're
like
gonna go.
pulsing red. So
You're gonna go back through that room and
right.
eventually. So
Oh, that one.
yep.
But I mean I noticed it. I clocked it, but I couldn't figure out how to get down to it.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you'd seen it.
I said something about it when I first came in.
Yeah, I missed it.
I guess actually, since I'm right by I'll save and get my health and my chug back. That one I saw too, the one on the ledge behind the fox statue, but I
Yeah.
that's the way. Okay, that's how I came in. So.
So, any thoughts on the game so far? Now that you've played an hour and a half.
I mean, I like it. Yeah, and I kind of was hoping I could get to. Hey, a thing. Does the instruction book say anything about that thing? Probably.
There's certainly a picture of it.
There is a yeah. It's okay. I give it to the. It's an offering to the fox statue. So it's a stat boost of some sort. I guess I'll find out. That's 3 vials of something.
Blue gunk.
Yeah, right.
At a
It's a bomb. It's an
partridge
ice
in a
bomb, apparently, according to the
Yep.
instruction manual.
Grenades, dude.
Oh, okay. I'm out here now. I'm up here. All right. Nope. And now I'm in something else.
I really want to see Joe get to where that bridge is and just get absolutely fucked by that green guy.
I found a lantern.
Yeah,
Nice.
man. Now you're
Nice.
cooking gas.
Can you like
From the
fart a
lamp.
little magic flame out of it? Like you can.
I
No.
don't know. If I can equip it, let's find out.
I
It is
forgot what the
equipped.
terminology
I was gonna
is.
say it
and
looks like it is equipped. Yeah.
you just tie it to your waist.
Magic potion, weird flowers, gold coins, a bomb with a hat on it for some reason. Oh yeah, there's a bomb with a hat on it. Look at it, the bottom of the lower left corner. It's a bomb with a hat on it. It's a bomb with like a bucket hat on it.
Handle
That
stick, kind of.
That
sort
bomb.
of?
That bomb is
understand what
sponsored
I
by
understand what you're
Kangol.
saying.
Uh,
I wonder what those little things are next to the bomb.
They look kind of like Braille or something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I had no
like,
idea.
Yeah.
Magic orb. That's not. That doesn't. I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
you
there's
mean-
nothing in the.
Oh, you mean the morb?
Yeah, that's right. Magic items. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't the instruction manual. The pages of the instruction manual that I have right now do not say anything about this lantern.
Guess I'll never figure out what it does.
Yeah, right. I'm sure. Oh, it looks like it provides light.
Weird.
Hey, there's a door over here. Yeah, eat shit. Get cold, motherfucker.
Do the jump attack.
There is no jump attack.
Not that you know of.
Equip a great club.
I mean, it's an okay club, I guess.
It'll break.
It's definitely large.
Adequate club.
Whoa.
Adequate club build.
Cromulent club.
Hey, another page of the instruction manual. Hey, there's a lantern. It'll help me navigate the dark
You're beneath
tomb.
the earth.
Oh, it's like somebody drew on that map.
Yeah,
Huh.
sure does.
Interesting.
Weird.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now dunk that in the water to reveal the secret code.
Yeah, right.
Get out your little wheel to answer these questions.
Something about the back of the box, and you have to like say it to Mei Ling or something. I don't remember. What's the thing you have to do?
No,
Look up the code.
it's
You
you have to
actually
look
wanna know?
up.
That's the
You have
codec.
you have to look up
Codec.
Codec.
frequency.
Meryl's codec frequency is on the
Yeah,
back of
yeah,
the.
Yeah, because in the
Meryl,
games,
that's right.
I
If
left
they
it
act-
on
they
the
act-
CD case.
Try to be this strong. Or whatever it said.
Yeah.
it'll be my new Christian rock single.
Try to be this strong.
Is it strong?
My favorite Jars of Clay B-side. For sure.
Hey, I've been here before.
See, Joe walked right past this door and never went in it, which
I did
thought
go
was
in it. I
interesting.
did go in it for a second, but it was super. It was totally
you-
dark. So I was like,
Yeah, but
okay,
you-
well,
You didn't get attacked and then find out, hey, this is a bad plan.
no.
Oh, hey, I got a lantern now. Now I know where to go.
The dark was sufficient for me to
Yeah.
pick up what was being put down. Spikes. Okay.
Would have been a character building experience, Joe. You're kind of poorer for it, really.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Right.
This is my point.
Looks like I. Okay. Well. Oh, that's where the spikes are. Got it. Whoa. Squish him.
See, I think this.
That's
game
some
looks great when you're in
bullshit.
these dark places.
He should have squished that skeleton. That's fucking horse shit. That skeleton was between that tomb and that wall. He should have been squished.
Chad.
So say, is there not a way to walk around to the front of this thing and open it? I got a card.
You did get a card.
Huh.
What the hell does that do?
You have to find a computer to put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I saw something about
Crabbo.
cards earlier. Where the fuck
Saw
was it?
Crabbo again.
Yep, Crabbo's still
Hmm.
there. Page
Good.
20 apparently
Okay.
explains the cards, but I don't think I have page 20. I sure don't. Okay, well, I guess I'll learn about cards later.
It's right there after page 28, obviously.
Right. Let's see, where was that map? Okay, now I'm going down.
It even shows you on the ladder. That's pretty great.
Yep. Oh, that looks like a trap. Or a puzzle.
That's-
Or both.
It's a truzzle.
It's a
It's a brap.
travesty and a sham and a mockery. It's a Travis shamokery.
I mean, that's just like efficient. It's a bomb.
Is that the bomb with the hat on it?
That bomb.
Yeah,
It was
that's yeah.
Old dude was like a candle wick.
The can't the.
He's talking about the thing
I'm
underneath.
not. I was say I'm talking about the hat, not the wick. Come on, Alex, get with it.
Maybe I'm looking at a different picture than you. I don't know.
Hey, I found enough of those things to make one of those things. Oh, it's a chug. It's now I get two. I get two drinkies. I'm gonna get fucked
you're
up
cooking
now.
with gas.
That's right.
You got two double strength
Jesus.
chugs? Damn, this guy on fire over here.
Just get wrecked by the spikes, fool. I like that there's friendly fire, or I guess like not. Maybe that's not the right term exactly when it comes to the spikes, but you know what I mean.
Spikes are your friends, Joe Drilling.
No, they're not my friends. They're the enemy's friends, but they hurt the enemies because there's friendly fire. You see.
Oh, no
Well,
one's
the
friend.
They
enemy-
also hurt
my
you when you
enemy
walk onto
is
him
my
like that.
friend. So the friend of my. Okay, listen.
The
All right,
spikes are
okay.
white spikes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do I have to like turn these to make them do something? But no, I just break them. All right. All right.
I broke these, and then I was like, "Oh wait, was I supposed to do that? Did I screw something up now?"
Yeah, no, you can't get the good ending. So.
Yep.
Well, shit. What the fuck? I don't even know what hit me. Why did I just start on fire? What? Oh, there was fire on the ground from the bomb I dropped. Jesus
Yeah, I was
Christ.
gonna say you killed.
Yeah,
played yourself, dude.
there is actual friendly fire. You can blow yourself up.
I actually spent a lot of this game on fire.
So, all right. So I'm going to ask a question that I do actually want an answer to based on the stream. How close am I to the first boss?
Not that close, I want to say.
Technically speaking, you've already done one boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a big guard that you beat earlier, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was the one with the pike.
You have ways to go.
I think you're like an hour
Okay.
away from
Okay.
the first boss.
Yeah.
In that case,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say that this is a good place to end the stream for this week. Cause
It
I've been
probably
going
is a
for
good spot.
An hour and a
Yep.
half, or an hour and 45 minutes. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I like this. This is a Zelda. It feels like an old Zelda in a lot of ways. It does have that thing of figuring things out kind of on your own and having like I'm probably gonna ask you guys later for hints about, you know, depending on how much more of it I play, but I like it, so I'm planning on playing more. Although it sounds like, Eric, you kind of fell off of it the further into it you got.
Yeah.
Because you were really the reason I downloaded it is because you were so high on it right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I dig
I
it.
still think it's neat, and it's on Game Pass. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have Game Pass, it doesn't cost
your
anything but
opportunity
time.
cost is nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Norco is more my.
You addicted to painkillers now?
but that's gonna do it for this evening. We'll be back next week
Ooh, how
with
do you get that sword, Joe? You should get that.
something-
Sword.
I'm
The
sure
Moonlight
that at some
sword.
point I will get that sword. Yes. But good night, everybody. We'll be back next week with something else.
Bye.
It made very clearly like